will leave the cleanup to you. Thank you for your hard work. Metaflux fluctuations have been spiking lately, and the number of rogue wanderers has increased dramatically. Days of back-to-back wanderer incidents later, the magnetic field stabilizes itself. Once I've gotten my colleagues in logistics up to speed, I check in with Jenna.
You earned a well-deserved break. The association has given everyone time off, so go somewhere nice.
Understood. I was actually thinking about vacation spots earlier. You deserve the rest as well, Captain. Despite saying that, I have almost forgotten what a vacation looks like. For the past few days, I had to deal with wanderers non-stop. I take out my phone and start looking for ideas. After scrolling a few minutes, I get an email. An invitation for a hot spring getaway. I open the link that directs me to a page with gorgeous photos and enticing descriptions about the hot spring resort. Stunning views paired with a relaxing experience. This might be what I need. It's almost like the email knew exactly what I was looking for. I keep scrolling and see a familiar name among the invitees. It belongs to none other than... The cable car glides to a stop as the mechanical doors part. A crisp mountain breeze laden with moisture glides over my face. I step onto the platform and immediately spot a grand sign with the words Peach Flower Mountain Resort. I glance at Zayne and tilt my head. Did the name catch your eye when you picked this place, Dr. Zayne?
I thought I could hide away with you for a few days. In any case, I heard this place is connected to the Hunters Association.
Before I can ask another question, someone spots us and makes her way over with a friendly smile.
Hey, you're with Zayne, right? I run this place.
A short conversation reveals that the manager herself is the reason why the resort has ties to the association. She used to be part of the association until an injury ended her career. As the manager guides us deeper into the resort, we pass by a river of guests.
We are in the middle of a peak tourist season, so it's crowded. All right, some students from the Hunters Summer Camp will be here in a few days. You should check out our famous mineral mud hot spring later. It's great for unwinding. I need to give you a heads up though. Energy fluctuations from a protocol were detected around here recently. The water might have some additional effects.
What do you mean by additional effects?
You don't need to worry. They won't affect your daily routine or anything. Maybe your hearing or sense of smell gets keener. It's stuff like that.
Who knew a hot spring could double as a mystery box? Shall we visit it later? I nudge Zayne's arm and a soft, indulgent laugh rumbles beside me. Steam curls through the air as warm water melts away the weariness of traveling. I wipe the last traces of mineral mud from Zayne's back. Satisfied, I clap my hands.
Are you done? I was certain the artist doodling a cat on my back still had a few strokes.
Halfway through his sentence, Zayne's gaze moves to something that's on my forehead. A muffled laugh escapes him. Huh? Something's wrong. I reach up to my forehead and find mud. I scrub it off with the back of my hand. Wait, I've been walking around with black mud on my forehead this whole time? Are you laughing at me?
Not at all. When an artist deliberately preserves their work, it means they're extremely satisfied. Consider it a compliment.
Despite saying that, Zayne can barely stop the corners of his mouth from curling up. Meanwhile, laughter rises in my own chest. The protest on my lips dissolves into giggles. Surprised, I freeze.
So you also approve of it?
No, it's just I can't seem to stop myself. Oh, why do I laugh whenever you laugh? His reaction changes so quickly that I'm swept up in his shock, my eyes widen. Our gazes meet as the manager's words reappear in my mind. Is this the mystery effect we got?
I see. So I've become the carrier of an emotional disease. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Honestly, sensing your emotions is interesting. I wonder if it works in other people. Should we try again? I shoot Zayne a playful look, but he responds by raising an eyebrow. He's skeptical. A second passes before a gentle serenity settles in me. The corners of my mouth start to curl upward. I try to hold back my smile by pressing my hands against my cheeks. Oh, it really works. It's like magic. Warm fingers rest on my hand and gently coax the corners of my mouth to move.
I don't need magic to make you happy.
Ever since that day, I never really sensed Zayne's emotions again. I can no longer feel what Zayne is feeling. Sitting in the restaurant, I watch Zayne eat his breakfast. I'm quietly thinking about my next move. I push my coffee towards Zayne and take his orange juice in the process. It's too sweet. Can we switch drinks?
Of course.
Without suspecting me at all, Zayne raises the cup to his lips. The bitter coffee does the trick. Familiar emotions finally surge. I look at him with an expression that says, "So that's what you're doing." I knew it. You have been suppressing your emotions these past few days, huh?
It wasn't intentional. I was concerned they would affect you and anyone who's nearby.
His gaze drifts across the busy restaurant and I understand what he's worried about. I reach for his hand that's under the edge of the table. Then promise me you won't restrain yourself when it's only the two of us.
I promise.
Zayne laces his fingers through mine and gives my hand a gentle shake.
That being said, we should figure out this disease's mechanisms.
After texting my colleagues about our situation, I get a reply almost right away. I skim through the information and relay the findings to Zayne. They haven't pinpointed the energy fluctuations range, who it affects, or how long it will last yet. They said that if it's really troublesome, it can be forcibly suppressed. I turn off my hunter's watch before I read the rest.
Are you going to deny me my treatment?
It's not actually hurting anyone. I figured we could let you recover naturally.
I suppose I'm getting the VIP treatment then.
When we're alone, Dr. Zayne has permission to mess with my emotions whenever he wants. What do you think?
Understood. I'll put this power to good use and eliminate any and all traces of your unhappiness.
Am I only allowed to be happy? I want everything you have to offer, though.
You're getting greedier by the second.
Cool fingertips gently tap the tip of my nose.
Figuring out the thoughts in one's head takes time. But you can sense my true feelings instantaneously. I wouldn't say it's fair.
We're so close that I can see my reflection in his eyes. Oh, so Dr. Zayne wants to know what my true feelings are? Right now, I'm like your favorite milk tea. There's a large serving of 100% sugar and warmth.
It sounds very sweet.
Zayne softly chuckles and a tender kiss soon follows.
That explains why people can get addicted.
Today, Zayne and I are going to watch a performance, but things are going awry after it starts. The young lead dancer twirls a prop umbrella to the beat of the drums, but he accidentally smacks it against his forehead.
Did he just hit himself? Is that supposed to happen?
Apparently, the original dancer called in sick last minute. This kid's a replacement, and he's still new.
Ah, that makes sense. I was wondering why there were so many mistakes.
As if on cue, the young performer stumbles out of rhythm again and misses several beats in a row. You must be nervous. I glance at Zayne. He's staring at the stage and focused on the young performer. A soothing calm washes over me like a gentle tide. Zayne is trying to calm down the performer with his emotional power. But a moment later, the prop slips from the performer's grasp and clatters to the ground. Zayne gives me a small shake of his head.
I'm afraid he can't sense it.
Whispers ripple throughout the audience. On the stage, the young performer's movements have become stiff and awkward. His eyes are glistening with tears. What should we do? Maybe... My mind races for alternatives when Zayne gently squeezes my hand.
This is a simple matter. Can you humor me for a bit?
The music loops back to the refrain and Zayne starts clapping along the rhythm. Clap, clap. No words are needed. I join him and match his tempo and his intent. Slowly but surely, our rhythm spreads throughout the entire audience. Everyone is swept up and clapping along. As the steady beat of encouragement drowns out his racing heart, the young performer finally steadies himself. When the piece ends, he sneakily sends a grateful glance our way as he bows. After the show, we have afternoon tea and our tables overflowing with sweets within minutes.
Are we having a dessert celebration?
Correct. It's to celebrate how Dr. Zayne and I swooped in to save the day and got to see an amazing show in the process.
In that case, let's have a toast for your reliable performance and our flawless teamwork.
I approve of that compliment. You may have my cake's macaron. I spear the sea salt macaron on my cake and hold it up to Zayne's lips.
I can't say no to that. Even if our solution failed, sitting through a disaster wouldn't have been that bad. It's still worth celebrating.
It sounds like you're making excuses to have a dessert party.
I'm not.
Zayne lifts his cupcake and taps it against mine.
Sharing experiences with you is what makes this worth celebrating.
I blush. Our breaths intermingle and my heart basks in the contentment he no longer tries to hide. You weren't so open about this before. What changed?
I made a promise to you. I'll show you everything I have when it's only us.
Is this what Zayne is like after eating a dessert? Your words are as sweet as sugar. Seemingly unsatisfied with my teasing deflection, Zayne responds with a hint of amusement in his voice.
Do you truly believe it's because of the dessert? You already know what I'm feeling. Take a moment to let it sink in.
After a few leisurely days at the resort, Zayne and I venture deeper into the mountains. Our all-terrain vehicle winds through the forest. Sunlight spills through the gaps in the canopy and scatters like golden coins across the ground. Using my phone, I'm trying to get the perfect picture of the massive tree looming before me. Its canopy spreads out like an umbrella, but then...
Watch out!
Zayne pulls me aside and shields me as a giant fruit falls onto the spot where I had just been standing. I scoop up the yellowish-green fruit with its tough shell and toss it to feel its weight. It's heavy. I didn't know this forest had fruit that ambushed people.
It's nautine. You can eat it raw or use it in cooking. The flavor is unique.
You have a story to tell?
Many years ago, I had to do a house call in the mountains. The village chief prepared a feast with it. It had a hint of some unique, nutty flavor.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Noticing my curiosity, Zayne crouches down and selects a few fruits with vibrant colors.
Let's bring some back. Maybe we can recreate the taste from my memory.
A soft breeze drifts by and brings the faint sound of whimpering. Zayne, did you hear that? We search the area and quickly spot a squirrel that's trapped in some brambles. Its dark, beady eyes lock onto us, they're brimming with suspicion. We kneel down and carefully push aside the thorny mass.
Its tail is caught on the thorns. If it stays here for too long, its circulatory system will be affected. We need to free it now.
As we move closer, the squirrel curls its front paws against its chest and lets out a terrified squeak. Don't be scared. We're going to help you.
Keep it calm. I'll wait for an opening to remove the thorns.
I nod, take out one of the fruits we collected and place it in front of the squirrel. Doesn't this prove we are telling the truth? Its gaze flits between us and the fruit. Then the squirrel slowly relaxes its paws.
All right. Be good now. There's no need to be scared. We're trying to free you.
Zayne speaks softly to the squirrel, and the steadfast serenity emanating from him settles into my heart as I watch. The squirrel stops moving nervously. Now! Thorns latch onto Zayne's sleeve, but he works with the speed and precision of a surgeon performing an intricate procedure. A second passes, the squirrel zips up the tree trunk and vanishes. Zayne, do you think the squirrel sensed it? Your calming effect worked, so maybe it felt like it could trust you? Zayne looks at where the squirrel disappeared to, a gentle smile plays on his lips.
Perhaps it's because it reminded me of someone.
What do you mean? I rack my brain for any possible resemblance between myself and a squirrel. The sound of a shutter button brings me back to reality, and I see an amused gaze watching me from behind his phone.
I knew it. Your expression when you truly trust someone, and how you furrow your brow when contemplating, they're exactly the same.
As we make our way toward the resort's main road, chatter washes over us. Nearby, the manager is leading a group of students around. She is sharing stories about deep space hunters.
They must be the summer camp students she mentioned before.
Really? Let me see. While I'm still trying to make them out, the manager spots us and waves. She's heading our way. The students turn to look.
Is that her?
Wow, we're so lucky. I didn't think we'd run into her here.
Your fan club is admirable.
Eager young hunters in training surround us within seconds. They have formed a tight circle. Every excited face radiates the same dream of becoming a hunter one day.
Perfect timing. I was showing them around and didn't realize they had recognized you two. Can you stick around and chat? Only if you have time, of course.
Seeing those hopeful gazes, Zayne and I share a smile. Sure. We end up in a circle with the students in a pop-up tent and tell stories about what it's really like to be a hunter. You will need more than stamina, quick reflexes, and combat training. What matters most are your beliefs. What started as small talk quickly becomes me recounting the memories of fighting by Zayne's side. Dr. Zayne and I have been on quite a few rescue missions together. Does my battle buddy have something to share? We make eye contact, then Zayne smiles and takes over.
Believe in the cause behind your actions, and believe in the battle buddy who stands next to you. Hunter missions are rarely done alone. More often than not, they require you to fight shoulder to shoulder. That unspoken understanding between comrades can be the difference between success and failure during a rescue.
As he continues, a subtle warmth creeps into his voice. It's barely noticeable, but it's there. His tone is calm, but I can sense something burning fiercely below his words. It's the intense current he keeps hidden. Even after we say goodbye to the students, I'm still swept up in the tide of Zayne's emotions. I'm unable to snap out of it, until a gentle pinch reaches my cheek.
Are you still reminiscing about our days on the battlefield?
No.
Then what are you thinking about?
Zayne looks at me with a gentle gaze. I was thinking that, what if we never visited Peachflower Mountain Resort? What if there wasn't this emotional disease thing? Would I have missed out on what you felt when you remembered those battles?
I assumed you could already sense them. even without fantastical circumstances.
Zayne takes a step toward me and holds my hand. I can feel his palm's warmth.
The person who fights by my side feels my emotions, and her emotions can move my heart as well.
I see my reflection in his eyes.
Rather than say you couldn't sense them before, perhaps we've carried each other's feelings for so long that they've become second nature.
Somewhere along the way, our hearts were no different from the warmth shared between our hands. They were inseparable. On the day we head back, Zayne and I arrive at the final stop of our vacation, the unforgettable Peach Flower Trail. As the train moves forward, I glance at the person beside me. I'm curious about whether or not this train ride will actually make our trip unforgettable. The ad said it was packed with surprises and thrills.
So long as it doesn't launch us out of our seats, we should be fine.
The words have just left his mouth when the train surges forward and throws itself into a twisting mountain train track.
Hold on tight.
The train leans toward one side as wind soars through the gaps. The lush mountain forest melts into colorful streaks that race past us. After what seems like forever, the train finally settles into a smooth glide. That's when a voice crackles over the speakers.
There are more surprises in store. Your commemorative photo is ready. Check out the cliffside hologram to see your unforgettable moment.
The words commemorative photo sends a chill down my spine. What if it's one of those nightmarish shots where my face is doing 7 different things at once? Zayne smooths down my windswept hair and gives me a reassuring smile. It's as if he's saying, "It will be okay, trust me."
I'll hold off on providing commentary until I see it.
And then our picture appears on the cliffside.
Huh?
In it, we are perfectly in sync. We are reaching out to steady our glasses as if we rehearsed it.
Oh, how are we a perfect match?
A flick of surprise passes through Zayne's eyes.
I guess that disease isn't limited to emotions. Your little habits are starting to rub off on me.
I don't think an emotional disease is the correct explanation.
Seeing my puzzled look, Zayne continues.
It disappeared last night. In other words, these little habits of ours were picked up naturally.
They were... I'll let the words echo in my heart. The wind is quiet, the train reaches the final stretch of the forest, and our figures are tenderly reflected on the glass.
You don't want to leave?
I don't want our vacation to end so soon. I'm also kind of sad. I need to let go of the Zayne who could share his emotions with me.
Once the day ends, will feeling the flowing emotions between us be as easy as sensing the warmth of each other's hands? Then again, maybe his guess about how I feel already gave me an answer. Zayne's hand rests over mine. It's as if winter and spring are bound together.
You're not the only one who doesn't want this to end. Being able to project my feelings onto someone else. It was extraordinary. However, I only need one mirror to reflect the emotions in my heart. And she's been by my side since the very beginning. Listen closely. This is all the proof we need.
Where our palms touch, something stirs. Energy from our protocol dissipates and buried magic fades, but the feeling of supporting each other, always reaching for each other, will never disappear. I rest my head on his shoulder and listen to our heartbeats as they slowly align. It's a flawless harmony in this world.